Have you ever felt the silence between you and someone grow louder than words could ever be? Have you looked into the sky, seeking answers, feeling the tug of an invisible thread connecting your soul to another? The angels are speaking now. They say, someone who truly loves you is about to break the silence. Stay with me until the end, because what you're about to hear could be the very confirmation your soul has been waiting for. Silence is not always emptiness. Sometimes it's a sacred pause, a divine moment where souls realign in their own way, in their own time. The angels are showing me a vision of two hearts, close in spirit but distant in words. Perhaps there was a separation. Words left unsaid, emotions hidden behind pride or fear. But here's the truth. Love never truly disappears. It lingers in the stillness, and in that silence, something has been growing. Not just longing, but courage. A courage that is finally rising within someone who has loved you, even in absence. The angels whisper. They are preparing to speak again. Maybe you've moved on the surface, but deep within, you still feel them. Maybe you've tried to let go, and yet their energy visits your thoughts unexpectedly. That's because love, true love, is a spiritual bond. And this bond hasn't been broken, no matter the time that's passed, no matter the distance, no matter how quiet it's been. The angels say they think of you more than you know, and they are about to gather the strength to come forward. But why now? Why after all this time? Because something is shifting in the spiritual realm. Something inside them has awakened. The angels say, the silence was never meant to hurt you. It was meant to prepare both of you. In this quiet, heaven has been working behind the scenes. The person who once stepped back, the one who once chose silence over vulnerability, has been going through a spiritual awakening. Perhaps they didn't even understand the depth of what they felt for you. They couldn't name the connection. They couldn't explain why you were always in their thoughts, why your memory brought tears, or why your energy still lingered like a whisper in their soul. But now they see clearly. There is an inner light stirring within them, a divine nudge, guiding them back to you. The angels have been with them in the silence, whispering truth into their heart, helping them see what they tried to ignore, helping them understand that love like this doesn't fade. It transforms and it returns with more purpose, more clarity, more power. This person has been receiving signs, just like you have. They see repeating numbers. They hear songs that remind them of you. They dream of you. They think of you at the most unexpected times, and their heart tugs. That is not coincidence. That is divine alignment. The angels are saying, heaven is orchestrating a reunion. There's so much they haven't said, so much they've buried under fear, confusion, or timing. But none of it has vanished. It's just been stored inside a heart that wasn't ready. They've wanted to reach out countless times, but something always stopped them. Fear of rejection, fear that too much time has passed, fear that you've already moved on, and yet, here you are, still listening, still feeling, still waiting, not in desperation, but in soul-deep understanding. because you know this connection is spiritual, and so do they. They may not have had the words before, but the angels say they are finding them now. They are being guided to speak, to reach out, to break the silence with words that heal, not hurt, words that bring peace, not confusion, words that open the door again, not close it. So hold on. If you've been feeling an emotional stirring lately, if you've sensed their energy in your dreams, if you've been caught in sudden waves of emotion that seem to come out of nowhere, know this: it's not just you, it's them. They feel it too, and they're getting closer to that sacred moment, the moment when the silence ends and the truth is finally spoken. The angels say, prepare your heart. The message is already forming. Somewhere right now, someone who loves you is rehearsing what to say. It might come as a simple hi, or as a message that's been delayed for weeks, months, maybe even years. But no matter how it begins, it will carry something deeper. This will not be an ordinary message. It will carry energy. You will feel its intention before you even read the full words. You will sense the trembling vulnerability in it. The angels want you to be ready, not just emotionally but spiritually, because when this message comes, it will not only stir your heart, it may also awaken old emotions, memories, even pain. But don't let fear be your first response. Instead, let discernment lead. Let compassion hold space for truth. This isn't about returning to old wounds. This is about stepping into something healed and whole. When this person reaches out, they will be testing the waters. They won't be sure how you'll respond. They won't even be sure if they have the right anymore. But their love is real. It may not be perfect, but it's honest. And the angels want you to know something important. You have the power to receive or release, but choose from a place of alignment, not ego. This is your moment of spiritual clarity. Before you respond, ask your soul, does this connection bring peace to my heart? Does it support my purpose? Does it call me to grow in love, or does it pull me backward? This is not just a relationship. It's a divine encounter. Treat it with reverence. The angels say, the silence was not a punishment. It was preparation. There is a sacred purpose behind every delay, every quiet moment, and every unanswered prayer. Sometimes the universe places silence between two souls, not to end their connection, but to allow it to evolve, to let each soul grow separately so they can meet again as their highest selves. You may have felt forgotten. You may have cried out, asking, why did they leave? Why won't they speak? But the angels were with you, and they were with them too. Silence gave you space to reflect, to heal, to reconnect with your own worth outside of their validation. And it gave them time to awaken, to realize that love is not found by running away from fear, but by facing it. The angels say, without the silence, there would be no strength in the reunion. And what a powerful reunion it will be, not out of desperation, but from a place of divine timing and deep knowing. Have you noticed it? The repeating numbers? 11, 2, 22. 5, 55, those aren't coincidences. They're divine markers in time. They're whispers from your angels telling you something is shifting. The silence is ending. The energy is building. And someone who once held their love in silence is about to release it. Finally. The angels are generous with signs. They rarely let something sacred approach without first whispering through the winds of the soul. If someone who loves you is about to break their silence, you will feel it first, and the angels say, "Look closely. You're already being shown." 1. You suddenly feel their energy. Again, you may have gone weeks or months without thinking of them. And now their presence is everywhere. You hear their name. You remember their smile. They show up in your dreams. Their energy enters your thoughts in the quietest moments. That's not random. That's connection stirring. They are thinking of you, and the vibration is reaching your spirit. You're seeing repeating numbers 11, new beginnings, soul alignment. P2, partnership and balance. Team, the ascended masters are guiding this union. These numbers often appear right before breakthroughs. Look at the clock, your phone, license plates, receipts. They are little divine taps on your shoulder that whisper, something is coming. 3. You feel an inner calm or readiness. Suddenly, you're not chasing, you're not desperate, you're just peaceful. That's because your soul knows. It senses the reunion approaching. You're being emotionally and spiritually prepared for that moment. The angels are adjusting your frequency so that when the message arrives, your heart is open to receive it with grace, not fear. Music or words that speak directly to you. You hear a song, and it feels like a message from them. A random quote online touches your heart in an intimate way. These are angelic nudges. Their higher self is reaching out, even before they physically do. Pay attention to the words that move your spirit. They are part of the divine language of reconnection. You keep being guided to wait a little longer. You felt urges to give up, to block them, to walk away fully. But something holds you back, not because you're weak, but because heaven is asking you to hold space just a little longer. You're not imagining it. The angels are saying, stay aligned. Your patience will not go unrewarded. They're close now, so close, closer than you realize. Your soul feels them, and soon you will hear from them, not just in dreams, not just in whispers, but in words, clear, honest, and full of love. The angels say, this message is more than just words. It's a turning point in your journey. The message that's coming, whether it's a text, a call, a letter, or a quiet, trembling voice in person, it carries more than human emotion. It carries divine purpose. Because this message is not just about romance, it's about truth, healing, redirection, closure or continuation. Love, yes, but love that has been sifted through the filters of time, silence, tears, and transformation. The angels want you to understand something very sacred about this communication. You are not the same person who once waited in confusion. You are wiser now. You are more grounded in your worth. You are spiritually attuned. That's why you will hear this message differently than you would have before, not with anxious longing, but with the clarity of someone who now knows what love really means. You're not here to be rescued. You're not here to be chosen. You already are chosen by the divine. So when this message comes, don't rush to answer from your wounds. Respond from your soul. Feel the energy behind their words. Let your spirit discern the truth, not just your emotions. The angels remind you. You are allowed to feel joy when they reach out. You are allowed to forgive. You are allowed to move forward, whether with them or towards something even greater. Because this moment isn't about control, it's about divine alignment. Whatever is meant for your soul will feel peaceful. It will feel safe. It will feel like home. And if this person has truly grown, if they come to you with reverence and readiness, you will know. You will feel the shift in their spirit. You will hear the sincerity in their silence breaking. And you will sense that heaven has had a hand in this. The angels say, when love comes in truth, your only task is to be ready to receive or release in grace. This moment is not just about the message you're about to receive, it's about who you've become during the waiting. Look at your own journey, the nights you cried in silence, the times you questioned your worth, the prayers you whispered with trembling faith. You didn't wait in vain. You evolved. You expanded. You became spiritually aware of who you truly are. And that is why this person can now come forward. They had to meet a version of you that no longer clings, but who chooses. A version of you that no longer fears silence, but understands the sacredness within it. A version of you that knows, if this love is for me, it will honor me. If it is not, I will be honored by its release. The angels now ask you to prepare in 3 ways. Cleanse your heart, let go of bitterness. You don't need to carry anger into this sacred moment. You don't need to rehearse pain in your mind. Release the old narratives. Let your heart be light. Let your soul be open. Let the message come without resistance. Listen more than you speak when the message comes, whether in text, a voice, or a face-to-face moment. Listen first, not just to the words, but to the energy behind them. Feel the humility, sense the divine timing. Let the angels help you decode what's being said between the lines. Ask God for wisdom. This isn't just about reunion or reconciliation. It's about alignment with divine timing. So pray for discernment. Ask, God, if this is my path, make it peaceful. If it is not, give me the grace to walk away with a full heart. And remember, you are not alone in this. The angels surround you. Your guides whisper truth into your soul, and heaven is rejoicing at your growth. You've come so far. You're no longer chasing love. You're inviting only what aligns with divine truth. That's powerful, that's sacred, that's real. The angels now gather around you, with open wings and hearts full of divine compassion. And they speak not just to your mind, but to your soul. They say, beloved soul, you have waited not in desperation, but in trust. You have endured not in weakness, but in quiet power. You have grown not apart from love, but deeper into it. You are ready, you are radiant, and you are divinely protected. This person who is about to break the silence, they too have been held by grace. They too have cried into their pillow, wondering if you'd ever forgive them. They have heard the call of truth in their dreams. They have been prepared slowly, sacredly, to reach for you again. Not from a place of ego, but from the softest part of the soul, the part that says, I still love you, and I'm finally ready to speak. So now, as the silence dissolves, as the words begin to flow again, the angels offer you this blessing. May your heart remain open but strong. May your boundaries reflect your self-worth. May you hear only what is true and trust what is divine. May your soul be guided by light, not fear, and may love, real love, find you, speak to you, and stay with you in its highest form. This message, this reconnection, this shift, it is not an accident. It is the culmination of healing, divine timing, and souls that never truly lost one another. So when the silence finally ends, let your heart listen without attachment, let your spirit discern with peace, and let love, in whatever form it arrives, be honored, because the angels say, when someone who truly loves you breaks their silence, heaven echoes with joy. And now, dear soul, be still, be expectant, be ready, because the message is coming, and when it does, you will know. Angels say, someone who loves you is about to break the silence. Be open, be present, be loved.